Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jazzy. So I wanted to do a little Q&A for you guys. I thought that might be fun. So I posted on my Instagram and asked for some questions and you guys delivered. So if you guys are not following me on Instagram, definitely go over and check out my Instagram. And also I would just love it if you followed me over there because I would like to interact with you guys more over there. And I can only do so much through YouTube. Literally, I can do the videos and that's it. And comments, obviously I can interact through comments, but I like to know more about you guys. So I'm not suggesting you make an Instagram so that you and I can talk to each other. But if you don't have an Instagram, I am kind of suggesting that because I just want to talk to you guys more, and I really wish there was a way for me to message you guys here on YouTube. And maybe there is, and maybe I just don't know about it, but I don't think that I have that capability yet. So if you are not following me on Instagram, definitely head on over and follow me. I have all of your questions here and we are just going to jump on into this video. Okay, so the first question is, what are your goals for the next couple of years? And this is kind of a broad question because my goals are, it's like I have different goals for different things, obviously. So for YouTube, my goal is to stop showing my bra so often when I don't mean to. So for YouTube, my goal is to create a community where we all can chat. I don't know how to do that yet, but like I just mentioned to you guys, like I like communicating with you guys. I like being able to have you guys communicate. I like seeing relationships grow. So like I would love it if, like, obviously we interact through the comments and I am obsessed with that. I love you guys so much. When you interact with me through the comments, it means so much to me, and I know you guys know that already. I know that I've made no secret of how much you guys mean to me in that aspect, but like that's my point of my YouTube channel, is to connect with you guys and to hopefully help you grow, you help me grow, all big family growing together. And like before I started my YouTube channel, I always thought that like people would say we were a family or whatever. Like when I would watch other people, I would think like, she says we're a family, but like she doesn't feel that way. Like we feel like her family because we know so much about her, but she doesn't know anything about us. So I'm not a part of her family, but you know what I mean? Like you kind of feel like you're investing so much into somebody and they're not investing back into you. And I don't know if there's a possibility that I would be able to find a way to show you guys how much you mean to me, but I don't want you guys to ever feel that way. I don't, like, because genuinely that's not the case with me. Like, I am very invested in each of you. In fact, I have comments that I still think about from, like, earlier, like, probably, like, months ago now, that I'm still, like, I wonder what happened with that person. I hope they're okay. And, like, I genuinely care about each of you. So, even the ones that don't comment, like, I genuinely, with each view that I get, I think you're a person, because you are. It would be amazing if I could like create some sort of community. Maybe it'll have to branch off of YouTube, that I would be able to interact with you guys like at a more personal level. I don't know how that'll be yet. So that's my goal, is to hopefully find some sort of way I can interact with you guys, not just through YouTube, through like some sort of platform. I don't know what yet. Just something that will allow me to communicate, like, and you guys to talk back to me more. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, like I said, I love every single comment I get. It's just like, obviously there's only so much we can say through the comments. And when I'm not posting a video, like, so I know I'm doing 3 videos a week, and like I'm actually really struggling in that department because of my foot and not having, like, being able to come up with stuff to put out. But when the days I'm not posting a video, like that break between Friday and Monday, like I legitimately miss you guys. And like I don't know if that's weird or not, but like I legitimately just miss like interacting with you guys. So that's why like I am so pressed to like do the 3 videos a week, because I can't imagine going the whole 3 days not interacting with you guys at all and not like, I don't know, providing you guys with something. I don't know why, but I really genuinely care. And I do know why, because you guys really, like, I don't know, you complete me, I suppose you could say. I know that sounds so cheesy, but like it's a community that I genuinely feel I can be myself with. There's not a lot of people I share these vulnerable moments with that like I can talk to for hours. Like I could sit here and film a video for hours, honestly. And I learned so much about myself through filming them, and I owe that to you guys, because truthfully, if you guys weren't here, I probably wouldn't have continued how long I have continued with YouTube, because it gets discouraging when the view count is low, obviously. But like, I've learned so much about myself through trying to help you guys through your struggles. So I don't know where I was going with this. I don't remember what I was even like responding to at this point, but I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. But my goal when we're talking financially, I would like to make this a career, to be honest. I would like to make this something that I can profit off of, just so that I can pour more into it, because it's like a dream career for me, with the fact that I can be creative, I can help people. Like, this is a dream career. So my goal is to hopefully be monetized at least. But then, like, my goal on the personal level outside of YouTube, obviously Dominic and I will probably be married within the next couple of years. We do have some plans in mind for that, and I don't know. My goal is to find where we can be happy, because I don't know yet if it's here. I just don't know, you guys. It's hard to know. We're not very good with goals because we thrive with like change of environment, I suppose you could say. So it's okay. Actually, I have a great goal. My goal is for us to find out if we want to buy a home, because we really do want a house. Like, we're kind of tired of living in apartments, if I'm not gonna lie, but we don't know if it's here or not. So my goal with the next couple of years, and our goal, I think that's both of our goals, honestly, is to find a place that we can have a house and settle down. Moving on, what is your favorite memory and why? Okay, let me think. Okay, so I have one that, like, I literally can't ignore right now. And I don't know if it's because I was just thinking about, like, where we were going to live or whatever, and not that we're going to live in this place at all, but it is a dream place of ours. So my favorite memory that I can think of, just like right now, obviously, when Dominic and I were in California the first time. First of all, it's been a dream of mine to go to California ever since my friend in like the 3rd grade went to California. And like, I was so jealous because my family always went to Florida and we never went anywhere else. And so I was so jealous she went to California, and I've always dreamed of it. So when we went to California the first time, which was in like 2016, Dominic and I were driving along the Pacific Coast Highway, and we ran into like the spot that was like an abandoned building. So I don't know why, maybe we had to pee or something, who knows. We decided to pull off the side of the road and walk through this field of like flowers, and like, it was beautiful. And I actually have pictures, I'll put them in here, but it was all these like beautiful flowers and like surrounded by mountains, and for whatever reason we decided to walk out to the water. And if you guys aren't familiar with California, the water there is very different than like the water anywhere else. And like the coast, it's a lot of the places that like where you go to the water, it's like a cliff, and then down below, like it's a very high incline. Down below is where like the beach is, type of thing. Like, you wouldn't go down there, obviously there's not really a way to get down there. But a lot of the beaches are like that, where it's like a cliff and then ocean, obviously. So we walked up to this like cliff side, and we looked down, and because like just expecting obviously to see water, and there was like hundreds of seals or like sea lions, maybe, whatever they're called. There was like hundreds of them, you guys. It was unreal. Like, it was the coolest experience ever. And like, when I think about that experience like with Dominic, it was just so nice. It was just like the two of us. There was nobody else around. We were like very far from civilization at this point. Like, there was nobody driving by. Like, it was just literally us and this beautiful view. I honestly felt like I was in heaven. Like, it was just us in this field. It was like a movie. And I would get married there, actually, now that I think about it. This is like crazy to say, but like, it was just such an experience that I wouldn't trade for anything. I don't even think we could get married there, because I feel like it's an abandoned area. I don't really know if you could do that. But it was beautiful, and it's like one of my most like predominant memories. Moving on to, what is your favorite family vacation? So like I said, my family and I always went to Florida when I was younger, and I don't really remember them that well, so I might be blending like some of our vacations together. But my sister, my mom, and I all went on like one of those 4-person bikes, I remember. And that is something that I'll never forget. And I believe that was the same vacation, and I could be wrong. I'm sure I'm wrong because I was young. But there was also something where we went to like Animal Kingdom Resort, which we never stayed at those like Animal Kingdom Resort. Oh my gosh, I just got another really favorite memory of mine, and I'm sure my sister will remember this too. But this is like sidebar, sorry you guys. But I remember when we would go to Florida, my parents would always like go in to check into the timeshare wherever we were staying. And my sister and I would stay in the car and usually just talk, obviously. But I remember her and I, like, I remember this so vividly, like so vividly. Her and I were sitting in the front seat of the car, and we opened the sunroof, and we're just like looking at the stars, listening to some song. And I don't remember what the song was, but honestly, I did not want it to end. Like, and a lot of times it would take my parents forever to check into like the hotels that we were staying at. I don't know why it would take them so long, if I'm being honest, because now like as an adult, I'm like, what were they doing? Because when we check into a hotel, it takes like seconds normally. But anyway, I remember my sister and I were like looking up at the stars, singing some song. I really wish I could remember what the song was. But yeah, that's a great memory. I don't know. That's like something I'll never forget. It's very weird. But anyway, that same vacation, I'm pretty sure we went to the Animal Kingdom Resort, which had never stayed in. We just went there because my dad had a friend who worked at Disney, and so he like invited us to go eat there or something. And there was like, I think there was giraffes there. And I mean, I might be wrong, and I was young, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there was like real life giraffes at this hotel, which was wild. And I think there was like a safari like type of, it wasn't a safari, it was like desert looking thing that you could like walk through that had all these animals like lions and stuff. I don't know, I might be wrong, but that was my favorite vacation. I'm sure it's a combination of all of those vacations. What would you sing for karaoke? Okay, let me think. There's a song by Kelly Pickler that I can jam so hard to. I don't remember what it was called. It was either Red High Heels, I think is what it's called. It's Baby, I got plans tonight you don't know nothing about. Red High Heels. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think that's what it is. I've been sitting around way too long trying to figure you out. You thought I'd wait around forever. Baby, get real. Kick you to the curb in my red high heels. Carrie is the one that asked me that question. And I just want to tell you guys, I follow Carrie on TikTok, and her voice is so good. Like, her voice is amazing. I was shocked when I heard it. So, yes, that is what I would sing, Carrie. So, if you guys don't know Carrie, she's out here on YouTube. I will link her down below. How did you use to travel so much? Okay, I suppose this is kind of answering what I did for work. So before YouTube, Dominic and I used to work together for a merchandising company, which if you don't know what merchandising is, it's a very cool job that nobody really knows what it is. It's the job itself is not cool, but the opportunities that it gives you, it's amazing. So we used to work for a merchandising company that would travel us all around the world. And actually, I guess the job that we did for when we went to California, or not world, we didn't go to Brazil or anything. But the job we did, I guess some of the jobs we did were really cool. But when we were doing them, we traveled to a lot of different places. So we spent a lot of time in California. We spent like 3 months in California. That's another vivid memory. Sorry, that question apparently was very inspiring to me, the vivid memory question. But I spent a good month in California by myself, one of the biggest like life changes of my life, where I just literally spent the whole month there without Dominic, my mom and dad. Like, it was a really weird month, but it was definitely life-changing. So highly recommend if you guys are ever considering traveling by yourself to do that. Maybe don't do it for a month because that was kind of long, but it was very fun. So anyway, we used to travel for work, so we spent a good chunk of time in like Texas, and a big chunk of time in Texas actually, and Maine, loads of different places up the East Coast we just drove to, but I think the only places we actually flew to were California and Texas. But we spent like a lot of time along the coast of California, so like from the northern part of California to the southern part, and that was amazing. I miss it a lot. So, but it is what it is. We're moving forward in life. So the next question is, who inspires you most? I mean, the obvious answer to this question is my mom, obviously, because, like, my mom is just, like, a superwoman, honestly. She's, like, the hardest working person I know. Like, she literally works so hard, and growing up, she always just was so hardworking. Literally, we were talking about my sprain on my foot, and she was telling me she had sprained her foot when I was in, like, elementary school or something. I was very young, and I don't remember it at all because my mom probably, like, and what she said is that she just continued to, like, work on her sprained foot. My mom busted her ass for her family, and yeah, that's my goal in life. That's my goal in life, is to one day be like that type of mom. I don't know, like, it's very inspirational when you have a mom that just, like, puts so much into giving out so much. Like, I don't even know what my mom gets from how much she gives out. Like, she gives so much, and, like, what she receives is so little. So, I don't know. My mom is the biggest inspiration. But as it pertains to, like, YouTube, let's say, definitely Mallory Irvin. She is one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to, like, her connection with her subscribers and, like, her support system. She has the biggest heart. Literally everything she does, she has the biggest heart. She has a merch line, and, like, her and her husband are just the biggest, like, the best duo ever, and they inspire me when it comes to relationship goals. They inspire me when it comes to parenting goals. They inspire me when it comes to the way that they handle their support. Like, just, they're very inspirational. And, like, I am fully aware of, like, her background. Like, I kind of, like, obviously I've been watching her for a while, so I know about her background. I know about, like, where she, like, the fact that who she comes from and stuff like that. I mean, it's obvious to see when somebody comes from money, and she is so graceful, and so, her heart is, like, you can just tell that she always means well. The way she treats her fans, a lot of people that come from money do not treat their fans the way that she does. And I'm just proud to support somebody like her. And then my biggest inspiration, like, of all time, somebody that will always inspire me, and you guys already know who it is, probably, and that is Taylor Swift. So she freaking inspires me every day, to be honest. Like, she inspires me. Every time I'm down, she inspires me, because, like, I've seen what she's gone through and the hate she's received, and she is my armor, I suppose you could say. And I know that's, like, crazy to say about somebody that you don't know, but she just really, like, I grew up with her, and the way she treats the people that support her most, it really does feel like she's your friend. Even though, like, I've never met her or talked to her or anything. Am I a psychopath? I don't know. How did you and Dom meet? So, Dominic and I actually met on Tinder. So, do not knock it. But we did meet on Tinder before, like, prior to, like, what Tinder has become. It was not what it has become. Not that I don't know, because obviously I'm not on Tinder. But from the experiences that I've heard, like, it's just really bad nowadays. But it was pretty bad back then, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we met on Tinder, and I will say that proudly. I remember back when we met on Tinder, I was embarrassed of it, but now I'm like, why was I embarrassed of that? Like, he's my soulmate. Like, I met him on Tinder. Like, okay. Honestly, we would have met some other way. I'm confident that we would have met some other way if we hadn't met that way, obviously. So that is where we met, and don't knock it till you try it. And even if you have tried it, don't knock it until you fall in love on it. If you could have any food in the world now, what would it be? And then you put a little chicken next to it. You know it's chicken wings. Let me see. I would have I think because I'm reminiscing on, yes, 100% because I'm reminiscing on California. I would have this burger. Oh my gosh, the burger was unreal, you guys. And, okay, I'm going to post a picture of it, but it's made with like a concha bun, or I think that's what it's called. Hopefully I'm not wrong. But it's like a Mexican style pastry as the bun, and oh, it was so good. I used to eat it like every other day when I was living there. When I was staying there for that month or whatever. It was so amazing. If I could, I would go there. I will link them down below. It's like this little shop that you like drive through and pick up your burger. Oh, it's the best burger of all time. 100%, even over In-N-Out, not gonna lie. I like this question. What's the one thing that's guaranteed to cheer you up when you need it? Okay, so first it'll piss me off, and then it'll cheer me up. But it is definitely Sunday. Like, literally, she will piss me off right away, and like, it makes me, I'm feeling a little emotional right now, because she will cheer me up, but sometimes it takes her a little bit longer, and because she doesn't do the whole like licking your tears thing. She like just likes licking, so she'll just like lick your arm, and like she's just a licker. So that will annoy me at first, then like it will cheer me up. But the reason that it's making me kind of emotional is just because like you guys all know about my dog Princess who passed away. And I just remember I was in a bad place when my dog Princess passed away, like such a bad place. And before I found out that she was like dying, why I hate this. I always bring this stuff up, and I'm sorry. But before I found that out, I was just crying a lot. I was just in a bad relationship, and it was horrible. And she would lick my tears. She was a tear licker, and I just remember like that feeling. It was so. I could cry thinking about it, honestly, because it would just cheer me up so much. Yeah, she was amazing. So, anyway, sorry. I did not mean to get emotional about the thing that would cheer me up when I need it. But if we're not talking, like, pets, I would say, like, talking to someone or donut. I know that they're two very different things. Donuts, though, I love donuts, and those usually tend to cheer me up. You guys know I love donuts. But the thing where I said talking to someone, it could literally be anyone. Usually it's a stranger. Like, if I go for a walk, a walk can cheer me up typically, most times. Usually I just have to like walk it off, which is why I'm struggling so much, if I'm being honest about my whole foot situation, because usually when I get down, like, that's my outlet, is to go for a walk. But it's okay. It's all good. So, yeah, if I were to, like, go for a walk and just, like, see a stranger and, like, be forced to talk to them, you know, so how sometimes you really don't want to, but, like, they talk to you, so you have to talk back. Like, usually that'll cheer me up pretty well. Usually talking to a stranger can cheer me up. I don't know why. What's your biggest motivator in keeping yourself dedicated to your goals? You guys are coming in with these questions. That's a really good question. So, honestly, Dominic. 100% like Dominic. I see him bust his ass every day at his job, for his job. He's done this since I met him. He's a very hard worker. And it's very inspirational, and I never felt that way about work. Like, I worked, but I was never passionate about work. And watching him, he's passionate. No matter what job he is doing, he's passionate about the job. And so, for me, like, I finally found a big passion of mine, and I finally understand that feeling, and it does keep me motivated to keep going. And also, I watched this video, you guys. This video of this guy said something like, the minute that you start keeping the promises you make to yourself is the second that your life changes, or something like that. Or, like, the minute that you quit, you keep keeping the promises to yourself, or something along those lines. I'll put it on screen what he says. But, like, that changed my life, honestly, in itself, because I had already started doing that before I watched that video, but I realized that he's right, like 100% right. When I started my YouTube channel, I made a promise to myself. I think that I was going to do a video every 2 weeks. Then I jumped it up to a video every week. And then after that, I jumped it up to 2 videos every week. And that was really hard, you guys. I'm not going to lie. Like, it was really hard for me to get 2 videos a week out in the beginning. So that's another thing. Like, if you guys are just starting on YouTube and you are like, how do people do this? Like, it's not easy in the beginning, especially because you're learning everything. And so when I jumped it up to the 2 videos a week, I was really struggling, but I continue to do the 2 videos a week. And then I won't forget it. I tried to jump up to 3 videos a week in October, and I couldn't keep the promise to myself. Like, I couldn't do it. It was too ambitious. I couldn't do it. And I won't forget it because that was my worst week on YouTube, honestly. And I don't think it's because I didn't jump up to the 3 videos a week, but I just feel like it's true. I know manifesting, like, some people don't believe in it, but I think I told myself I would do 3 videos a week. And so that whole month, I knew in the back of my mind that I had promised myself those 3 videos a week, and I was only doing 2, and I was upset about it. I was upset that I didn't keep my promise to myself. And then Vlogmas came along, and I promised that I would do it. I promised I would do it every day, and I kept that promise. And then the 3 days a week, I kept that promise. It's just a weird thing, but it's an amazing mentality to have, that if you keep the promises to yourself, what you're searching for will come. So, like, just the minute that you stop telling yourself, oh, I'm gonna start next week, I'm gonna start working out on Monday. If he doesn't propose to me by this time, I'm gonna leave him. Once you get to that time, you don't keep that promise, and then you go on to the next time, you say, oh, actually, I'm gonna do it till this time. Or same thing with working out, like, I'm gonna start on Monday. Okay, you didn't start on Monday. Well, that's fine. I'll just start next Monday. The second that you start taking yourself serious and start realizing that the promises to yourself are the most important ones you're ever gonna make in your life, like, that's when you actually start to see progress. Maybe that's a quote. I don't know. Something along those lines. Anyway, that was a great question, and that's where we're going to end it, you guys. So I hope you liked this video. This was fun. Like, it was so fun knowing that you guys asked me these questions. So if you guys want to be a part of the people that ask me the questions next time, please remember to follow me over on Instagram so that you can be a part of the conversation, because I would love to have them with you guys. All right, guys, I will see you next time. If you aren't subscribed, remember to hit that subscribe button, and I hope you guys have a good day.